Corvettes at Carlisle 2021, presented by Top Flight Automotive. And we're near Gate 3 right now as you watch us on Facebook Live. We're near Gate 3 watching some of the thousands of Corvettes rolling on grounds. That's a big black Hemi Corvette right there. No, I'm kidding. But in all reality, there are so many Corvettes. Expect to see over 5,000 again at this year's show. And we are almost certainly going to break a fun field mark, which was set in 2019. The registered fun field number is somewhere just under 3,000. We anticipate eclipsing that, if not early tomorrow, then today. And we'll keep you updated through social media channels and whatnot when and if that happens. But if you're debating on coming out, it's warm, but it's nice. And you can be here and show up, register your Corvette at the show field registration, which is out that way. You see that blue tent? Through that parking lot, there's a building, and that's where they'll be happy to take care of you and get you signed up. Same goes for vending, really. I mean, a lot of our vendors are set up here, but if you want to come out and if you want to come on out and get yourself set up to be a vendor, they'll help you out as well. We kind of realized here in just the last moment that standing in the middle of the road is a hindrance to traffic. So let's go for a walk and just look around at Corvettes at Carlisle. So if you come in Gate 3 and you make a right, you've got plenty of options. The Solid Axle Corvette Club is off here to the left. They're hosting their big get-together. So you're going to be met immediately with some early era production, and then the mix just runs the gambit from there. There are Corvette clubs here hanging out, and there's just a ton of cars parked on the fun field. Every generation, the C1s through the C8s. In fact, Callaway has a car over near the Team Chevrolet tent that I guess is a prototype or a debuting kind of car here at the show. So if you get a chance to stop by the Midway and see the Callaway car and Team Chevrolet, we're going to head that way eventually. But again, it's all about dodging Corvettes, because I haven't been hit by one yet, Sam, but I feel like it might hurt. Oh, here's one I saw the other day, by the way. I don't know if you got over here yet. Lance has been doing some Facebook Lives, but a little bit later on today, we're going to do a salute to law enforcement parade around the grounds. Tomorrow, we're going to have a whole ceremony, but military is certainly back in the front and center on the news for various reasons. But you have this gentleman, an Air Force veteran, who proudly and literally wears it on his car here, that he is a retired Air Force veteran. So, sir, thank you for your service, and we appreciate you being here.
Camera guy likes the blackout too. All right.
These folks are here. Where are you guys from?
Ohio.
Ohio. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you being here. This fella in his Callaway Corvette backing up. Open parking at this point. No reserved spaces on the fun field unless you've purchased one of the Chips Circle spots. He's going to need to come forward a little bit, Sam. I'll go this way. You get him parking. Almost there.
Working on his 20-point turn.
Now, what kind of Corvette is this here coming by us?
That's a golf cart.
I know. 2019 actually was our record year, and that was the year that Team Chevrolet brought the C8. As a company, I think we anticipated that year was going to be a caravan to Bowling Green in the Corvette Museum. And usually when that caravan happens, we see a little bit of a downtick in numbers because the event's right after us and some folks can't do both. And then all of a sudden GM announces they're going to bring the C8, and our show is going to be one of the first places it's going to be able to be seen by the consumer, and everybody showed up. So broke a fun record in 2019. And I mentioned a little bit ago how we hope to break a new record in 2021. It's actually been a season across the board. Almost every one of our shows has broken a record. The last event we had here was a truck show at the beginning of the month. And not only did we break 20 years old, we shattered it by like 400 trucks. So let's do something similar. I know this particular record's only a couple of years old, but why not shatter it by 400 Corvettes? Let's go over 3,000 registered fun field participants if you can. This is an interesting front end. Is that an Oldsmobile? It's an Oldsmovette. Let's look through the book here. You got the pictures? Okay. Well, it was found.
So they've got a theme here too.
As bashed on Facebook. I've been making fun of the social. Nice. Hey, if you haven't been trashed on social media at some point by now, you're not doing something right. Pretty cool, though. I feel like I saw a guy at one of our shows earlier this summer wearing this outfit. Might be the same guy at this point.
He meant the costume.
The costume.
Oh, could be. Nah, Willie's fresh. He just come out the box.
I like the car, sir. Where are you from?
North Carolina.
All right. Did you drive it up?
400 miles.
All right. Well, appreciate you being here, sir. Thank you.
Well, you're a regular, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I come up with this one every year. I got a maroon casket lit.
Okay.
I've missed one show since '85.
All right. Well, we appreciate you being
love it.
a regular.
We love it.
EcoShow2.com group, C3 Customs. Now, for you watching on Facebook, if you happen to be here watching, chime in, tell us where you're from. And if you're not here, same thing, where you're watching from. This is the 1971 Corvette reunion, a 50-year showcase here presented by the C3 Vet Registry. So if you are a C3 owner, be sure to look up c3vr.com. Near the high points of the ground, the shale bank we call it around here, and it'll be a great photo opportunity for you and your Corvette for free. Once you're on grounds, you can roll up with your car, park it, pose for the photos, and big thanks again to our friends at HJ Towing and Recovery.
So a couple people checking in. Philip from Selinsgrove.
Hi, Philip.
Fernando from Sao Paulo.
Oh, great.
Judith from Jersey Shore. I'm not sure if that's PA or the actual Jersey Shore, but shout out to you. Thanks for checking in.
Okay, very cool, very cool. We'll go over here. There's Grand Sports over here. I was rolling through Selinsgrove last week. They have a place where you can get some fine beverages in Selinsgrove, and the dirt racetrack that's there.
It's not in Carlisle.
It's not in Carlisle, and I'd like to be in some of those places. The Grand Sport folks over here. If you're looking for a taco fix when you get here, the 717 taco truck is right near the crossroads. So they'll be open at some point later on today. You can get your taco fix on taco. Wait, today's Friday, right?
Yes. But every day is Taco Tuesday.
Every day.
It says so.
Who can argue with that? Now look right down the line here. It's a line of Grand Sport Corvettes. Yep. Blue, white, red stripes. Fits the bill. That one's going around and around. Always cool though when you see a big chunk of the same car, so to speak, because it really pops from a color standpoint. And one of the things that's really cool about the show, even 70 years later almost, is that you can see every generation of the Corvette. There will be somewhere here a 1953 C1, very likely as part of that solid axle group near Gate 1.
That Corvette's a cooler.
There's a Corvette cooler. Nice.
The C4.
Yes. The ZR1 net registry on the left. I first became familiar with the ZR1 group through the late political lightning rod, G. Gordon Liddy, he had his own ZR1, was part of this group, would come to the show sometimes, hang out. And the coolest part, for better or worse, he had a custom plate on his ZR1 that said H2O Gate on the back. Well, at least the man had a sense of humor about what he did. Yeah, the fun field filling in, filling up. This green space won't be here for long. A couple of guys over here on the right cleaning up their cars, shining for the show. And we're headed towards the Midway. A&A Auto Stores, they're here doing on-site installs. So if you need some exhaust work, they'll be able to hook you up and help you out. Be sure to visit our friends with Ciocca Corvette. If you've come to the show year in and year out, you may be familiar with Kerbeck Corvette. Well, Kerbeck, the brand, is no more. Ciocca has taken over the Kerbeck name and business. So Ciocca is here, and they're offering you posters. They have their branding on the Fun Field shirts. Stop by and say hi to the world's largest Corvette dealer at the world's largest Corvette show. And Team Chevrolet will be making their way in soon. The rev of the engine always turns heads. Nice mix of Corvettes down this particular row. This is II row, in case you're wondering. Pretty cool to see them all in one place like this.
You want to head to the area?
We can head that way. But Sam, maybe before we go there, we'll pop into the A&A Auto Store and check out some of their installs. So A&A here doing these on-site installs. We're going to the tent. They have a brick and mortar location here in Carlisle as well, not too far from the facility. But you see they're working on the exhaust. And the work that they're doing won't void any kind of warranty that you may have on your vehicle. And they'll do it right here while you enjoy the show. You bring them the car, they do the installs, you go walk around and have some fun at the show.
Hey, I have an answer for somebody here. Joey keeps asking for us to go to the parts. Joey, if you look back on our Facebook videos from yesterday, we had Lance Miller on live yesterday. He went through the swap meet to check everything out. I highly recommend you go check out that video. We might pop over there later, but right now we're just taking a look at some of the show field at the Midway.
Thanks, man. Thanks for chiming in. We're getting our steps in early today. The things you can do with a Corvette and some modern technology. Now the A&A tent extends on the opposite side of the Midway grounds as well. In Shane Designs here, a local, not only builder, but social media personality. And we've made it to Team Chevrolet, and it looks like they've made it to Team Chevrolet as well. They'll be hosting some walkarounds at the stage today. Paul Kerner here as well. He's doing his seminars in his tent.
Poke in here quick and just give a nice little pan. There's a lot of folks in it.
We'll walk in and see what they're doing. Maybe you don't own a C8 yet, but there's a couple of opportunities to sit in one in here. And I referenced 2019 when they brought all these C8s. There were a lot that were hands off. Now with so many in production, they can be a little more touchy-feely with these cars. I mean, this one is void of many of its components, but at the same time, it allows you to look inside, really peel back the layers of the banana.
I'll give you a quick preview, but you can come come see it for yourselves at the show.
For sure, for sure. Speaking of C8s, the Chip Miller Amyloidosis Foundation and the Lancaster County Corvette Club are going to be offering one tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Tickets are, let's just say, technically sold out. At some point between now and tomorrow, they will do either some sort of stage raffle or they will raffle off a ticket at the Chip Miller dinner. So for the most part, it is sold out. Maybe one or two left for the right price. But if you do get in the mix, or you are in the mix, please know that your monies are benefiting not only the foundation, but Clare House, so two great causes. And then if you've missed out on this one, the Cunningham C8 is on the stage, the 60th anniversary tribute Cunningham, and that one you can enter through the Corvette contest through the Chip Miller webpage. And if you use promo code CAC, you get 30% more tickets and chances to win. And that will be given away or awarded on October 1st at around 3 p.m. And I think we'll make our way to the stage so you can see these things.
Very nice to meet you. I will. I'll come back and tell you.
I like this color orange. Harlan Charles standing up here in the front of the tent with Lance Miller.
Say, Facebook Live's Lance Miller.
Yes, Facebook Live's Lance Miller. That's true. Here he comes. Yesterday, he went and put me on one of his videos, so I'm going to do the same thing.
Say, time to return the favor. Except everybody wants to see him here. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, they're doing some tech talks here as well. They have, we're coming up at 11. There's the LT2 engine with Casey and Garrett. I'm sure they're stellar people. At 1 o'clock, DCT transmissions with Mark and Dave. 2 p.m. maintenance with Jeff. And that's what you've got coming up. There's Lance Miller, Corvettes at Carlisle. Yesterday you put me on your Facebook Live video, so it's my turn to return the favor.
Oh, here I am.
Yeah, how's it going so far?
Hi, Mike.
You got to talk.
Hi,
You
crowd.
have to talk here.
Oh, so now you're making me kiss you here. No,
I don't know
Mike,
that we
that's
should get
not
that
happening.
close. Are you having fun so far?
It's great. It's a great event. I'm down here in the GM10, as you know. Engineers are all behind us here. Kirk Benyon, the designer of Corvettes, right there.
Hi,
So
Kirk.
it's good stuff. You've got a whole crew here. Harlan Charles. So, yeah, I'm having a blast. Are you kidding me?
So you can be a kid at a candy store here.
Right, that's right.
All right.
I figured I'd see you in the cutaway car over there.
Nah. I'll wait to drive your C8.
Yeah, I hear you. You know what else is cool? Did you guys see the exhaust over here?
Yeah.
Swap them out.
Yeah,
You
we
can hear
already
'em.
literally just went over there before we came here, and it was cool to really see the nuts and bolts of what's going on. The back end of the car off, and then installing the exhaust. So pretty cool that they can do that.
All good.
Yeah. So what should we go look at next?
What should you look at next? I think you should go up on the stage. Did you see that, Mike?
I mean, I've seen it in passing. I'll go check it out.
You should. The Cunningham's up there.
We will go look.
That's just me. I'm biased.
It's Lance Miller. He likes Corvettes.
I do. Thanks for stopping by and chatting. See you guys.
Bye.
Thanks.
It's like that's the way they test to make sure the exhaust works. Like, vroom. Okay, it's good. I don't know. Try it again. Vroom. Yep, sounds good. There's merchandise for sale. There's parts for sale. Now over here, I guess officially this is for your car, but any parents that have unruly children, I mean, keeps them safe.
The views of Michael Garland do not express that of Carlisle events.
No, just mine. No, in all seriousness, the folks here selling the car bubbles, definitely check them out, because it's a way maybe you don't have that kind of garage that you can store your car, and this is the way you've got to go.
Interesting look.
Also looks like a fun little bounce house or something. Like, forget about unruly kids, just a thing for your kids to play with. Plus, if you have any pets, the box it comes in will no doubt be a great toy for your cat. Glassworks, the hard top shop. They always have a cool display.
Another check-in from Bill watching in Buffalo, New York. Thanks for watching, Bill.
Hey, Bill. Buffalo's always a fun town. They have that waterfall that's there. Corvette America, Top Flight Automotive, the presenting sponsor of the event. Stop in here. They have so much merchandise available. Corvette covers, Corvette shirts, Corvette pens, Corvette magnets. If it's got Corvette branding on it, they have it. So visit Top Flight Automotive near the stage. And we'll head to the stage, speaking of, to look at the Cunningham Corvettes. Lance Miller did a little bit of a video on it yesterday. But here's your chance today. Up here on the right, Kevin McKay, Corvette Repair. Kevin's the one that essentially built the number 3 Cunningham car on the stage, restored it, refurbished it, made it look as good as new. Pennsylvania State Police here doing recruiting. So if you have interest in being a member of law enforcement, come talk to them. And we are on the stage looking at the Cunningham 60th tribute car. It's beautiful. And it could be yours. The details are on the sign here in front. You go to chipmiller.org. You scroll down the page, there'll be an opportunity to click in, load in, or log in, I should say, and donate. There's a couple of paper opportunities here as well under the wiper if you don't want to do the online thing. But this will be awarded on October 1st. There was a threshold of dollars required. We've met that threshold and then some. Monies again, after expenses, benefit the Chip Miller Amyloidosis Foundation. So that's the 60th anniversary tribute.
Collecting a star over here.
This is the original. You've seen it in the Quest. You've seen it at Amelia Island. You've seen it at Corvettes in Carlisle. You've seen it at the Hershey Museum. You've seen it at the Corvette Museum. This thing's been around. John Fitch. His autograph is on there. Lance Miller
is on there. That's Briggs Cunningham.
Wow. Briggs Swift Cunningham, yes. That's pretty cool. Lance, of course, fulfilled his father's dream and wish to take this car back to Le Mans in 2010. He took John Fitch with him. John Fitch was in his 90s at the time, and John drove this car to a first place win in its class in the 1960 24 Hours of Le Mans. If you want to pick up a copy of the Quest, you can stop by the Chip Miller Amyloidosis Foundation booth. They are located in Building R. Learn the story of how Chip Miller obtained this car, the work that Kevin McKay did on the car.
Get a good interior shot from this angle.
I feel like I know enough people that I can do this if you need an interior shot. Every now and then I get to drive one of the Corvettes in Lance's garage, and this is not one of them. But it's really cool. I think John Fitch might have autographed the dashboard as well. Fitch came to the movie premiere in 2011. John Fitch was active until he wasn't. All the way to the end. He was spry, he was funny, and the man was a legend. Military veteran. Another thing that's going to happen here on the stage tomorrow, Saturday at 12:30, we're going to do a salute to law enforcement. And one of our special guests will be retired FBI agent Wes Wong. Wes Wong has the enviable position of being one of the first responders on scene as part of 9/11. And Wes is famously photographed carrying out one of the fatalities of the World Trade Center. He will be here on stage. We'll be recognizing other law enforcement officials. Chip's Choice itself. You want to head that way?
Yeah,
Chip's Choice? Let's go to Chip's Choice.
Another shout out from Charlie from Maine.
Hi,
He
Charlie.
wants to see some early cars. I hope the Cunningham satisfied some of that. We did walk by the solid axles a little bit before this if you want to go back in the video and come back and join us, but we'll definitely point them out as we see them.
Yeah.
There's a few over by Chip's Choice, too. Got him.
My number, right? Sorry. You probably got my head.
It's Judy Miller. She's the
We're live on Facebook.
She's the boss. She's the boss of Lance. There's another Grand Sport.
Yeah. Let's go down this aisle.
All right.
Not as much to see.
Well, we'll go by the Sioka booth as well. This is the back half of our midway, if you will, and this is where you'll find the Sioka Corvette tent.
Yeah, they got a good setup too. I was over here yesterday.
An awesome set of C8s for you to check out. They have posters over here as well. Get a snazzy picture of a C8.
This is Carbon Flash on the car.
Okay, I like the blue one. Two different color blues. You have this lighter color blue and the darker color blue. Although I'm sure they have more of an official color other than light blue and dark blue in the Corvette world.
They do. They definitely do.
Yes.
They
Dark
can
red,
talk about
light red.
seatbelts too.
That was a feature that you can order when Team Chevrolet was here in 2019. They had a nice building with all kinds of accessories that you could customize your car, from same color seat belts to the disc brakes and the brake calipers, all kinds of things that you can customize along the way. Red car, red brakes. So we'll head over to Building T, where Chip's Choice is located. Oh, over here, by the way, this is where you can get your posters from Sioka Corvette. Let's go see what they look like before they roll them up. Posters are free.
Corvettes of Carlisle. How are we doing today?
Good. We're doing a little Facebook Live video. So
love it.
you come over here, you're going to get, not only going to get a smile, but you're going to get this poster from Sioka Corvette as a memory of your time at Corvettes at Carlisle and for their first trip to Corvettes at Carlisle. So, and then they're sticking something else in here. They have an event September 18th in Atlantic City, New Jersey. So these are the things you're going to get whenever you visit with Sioka Corvette. Thank you guys for being here. We have a Corvette body that's been sold already. When it got here, it looked like they wanted $1,100 or best offer, and that's turned into sold.
We'll snake between building T and building Y. There's a few
Okay.
older Corvettes down there.
Are you telling me there's Corvettes at the Corvette show?
Yes, there's a few Corvettes.
There's a few of them. And we walk around here with phones and radios and mic packs, and all I can do when I walk by all these cars is cover my every. That is not an actual duck. cover my everything so that I don't hit somebody's car. Sherry's Crab Cakes. If you get a chance, stop here and eat. The food is delicious. Then they have specialty mac and cheese, which if you go back through some of our Facebook videos and YouTube videos, you'll find it. It's good. Yes, doing a Facebook Live for the masses, per the boss. Thank you.
Crowd over here today. Oh no, there's the penthouse.
Still time to get out to Corvettes at Carlisle. Gates opened just about 3 hours ago. We're here tonight until about 5. Have a couple of contests going on throughout the weekend, rolling exhaust. We also have autocross, King of the X. Lingenfelter Performance supports that. 2 different prize categories, a street category and a race prepared category. That's happening tomorrow around midday. Corvette Parade and Street Party happening tomorrow night. And we have a couple cars for sale, including this Stingray. Yeah. We'll let this gentleman go ahead. He has declined my offer to go ahead. Isn't that fun when you're sitting in an intersection? Like, no, you go. No, you go. And then inevitably, you both go. Now, I noticed, and I don't know why this guy's here, but he made it through the night. There's a giant plush teddy bear here at Corvettes at Carlisle. It is unfortunately sporting Michael Vick branding, but he is comfortable.
Anyway.
I want a hug. There, see, there we go. This is what Corvettes at Carlisle is all about.
This is what our Facebook Live is.
It was cozy. Now we're into Chip's Choice. And the vehicles in this building, they go from being a total goof out there on the teddy bear to being a little more serious. You get the vehicles that are in here that are owned and cared for by active or retired police officers. Certainly one of the big themes of the weekend. Now this is a 2020. We'll be updating that gentleman's banner for him in the future. But he has a 2018, and he said, which one do you want me to bring? So that one's here. And the Corvettes actually offer a nice timeline snapshot. You get some C7s, C8s, C4s, C5s. They're all part of the group. And it's really cool. So we can't thank these law enforcement members enough for what they do. And I'm sure I'll reference it tomorrow, but police are usually the first ones we call when we have a problem. But sometimes they come looking for you as well. I mean, I remember 10 years ago, standing on the stage, there were more cops here than we ever wanted to see because they were looking for something they thought we had. We didn't have it, and they left. But today they're our friends. And we're happy for the support they offer for not only this show, but all of the shows. This gentleman to the left in the black shirt is Jerry Mackling. He's the owner of this red Corvette. Then you get some vendors in the building as well. So while you're checking out the Corvettes, get your sunglasses, get your shine, get everything taken care of. Shirts, hats, the Carlisle store, the official merchandise outlet of Corvettes at Carlisle is in Building T. There's an ATM, a couple of restrooms as well. The important things in life. And we've made it back to the swap meet area now. Shall we keep going?
Okay.
Oh, the Paul Kerner tent. Paul's hosting a seminar. Tech Talk session, if you will. Not to be confused with TikTok. Tech Talk. Paul's just a genius in here. And while his location has changed, his footprint has grown dramatically over the years.
Okay, if you can see a wobble, it's a warning to see it, but normally what happens when you're losing a harmonic balancer is you'll get an air surge when you start the engine cold.
So down into the automotive flea market, the swap meet, if you will. And this is where you can find the Corvette pieces and parts and the merchandise and the collectibles. There's also some Corvettes for sale down here. You can find this area on the south side of the north side of the facility. I was right the first time. The south side of the facility. South side of the facility behind the grandstand. Al Knock is here. Everybody loves Al Knock because while he does bring cool Corvette stuff, he also brings really large random things.
Giraffe.
I see a bear. I see a gorilla, I think. There's a big chicken on the right. And a tiny turtle with a little man going for a ride on it. One giant bear. Is that an alien smoking a something? Yeah, sure is. Well, Bob's Big Boy, or Frisch's Big Boy if you're in the Midwest. More food vendors in the area as well. It's not a 100% real life to video translation, but you're getting a really good look at what Corvettes at Carlisle is all about. And if we walk back to the main gate, I can promise you that there's still rows and rows of Corvettes driving in. Corvettes at Carlisle running through Saturday evening with the Corvette Parade and Street Party. So if you want to come on out, be here. 1000 Bryn Mawr Road's the address you're going to want to use. Just put that in your GPS and aim your Corvette that direction. It's about $80 if you want to be on the fun field. Otherwise, adult tickets are $20 a day. Parking is $10 a day. Kids 12 and under get in free. If you have a military ID, you get $5 off your in-person ticket purchase for the ID holder only. We even have some discount ticket options online at carlisleevents.com. Can't wait to see you here. Thanks for making Corvettes at Carlisle 2021 so much fun. Thanks to Top Flight Automotive for being our great sponsor.